You've walked past her 100 times, you've talked to her casually, shared laughs, maybe even felt her brush your arm by accident. She plays it cool, smells politely, keeps things light, but deep down, something always feels off. There's an invisible tension, a flicker in her eye when you look at her, a subtle pause in her voice when she says your name, a hesitation like she's holding something back. And here's what most men never realize: when a woman secretly wants you, she rarely makes it obvious. She doesn't confess it. She doesn't flirt in ways you'd expect. Instead, she hides it, buries it, protects it beneath casual endness, sarcasm, small talk, because desire, when it's real, is terrifying to her. Dot. And if she feels something for you that she can't control, her first instinct is not to show it. It's to hide it. Dot, to mask it behind laughter. Dot, to pretend it's nothing. Dot, to say she's fine when you ask if something's on her mind. Dot, to joke about love, but avoid it when it's right in front of her. Because if she admits it, even to herself, she's vulnerable, and that's what she fears most. But here's the truth. There is always one moment, one gesture, dot, one behavior that slips through the cracks. She can control her words, but not her instincts, and when that moment shows up, if you're grounded, if you're aware, you'll see it clearly, and once you do, you'll never forget the look on her face, the way her body betrayed her silence, the way she almost said it, but didn't have to because you already knew. This video is in for boys chasing validation. It's for men who want to master emotional depth, who want to understand the psychology that most people never even notice. Because once you learn to see this subtle sign, you'll start to recognize just how many women have already noticed you. And the moment you respond like a grounded, stoic man instead of a confused one, she'll lean in closer, even if she doesn't understand why. Let me show you what to look for. This one sigh means everything, and once you catch it, she'll never be able to hide it again. Welcome to Stoic Paradox, where we don't just talk about attraction, we decode it. Because attraction, real attraction, the kind that starts silently, grows in the shadows, and simmers just beneath the surface, never arrives with a parade. Dot shows up and flickers in half smiles in the way she hesitates before saying goodbye. Dot. And if you're not trained to see those flickers, you'll miss the fire completely. The modern man has been taught to look for the obvious, the compliments, the flirty texts, the late-night des. But the truth is, the women who truly want you, they rarely show it that way. Instead, their attraction seeps out in the in-between moments. It hides behind the walls they've built from years of being misunderstood, hurt, or pursued by men who only saw their body but never their soul. Dot. So what do they do when they meet a man who feels different? They retreat. Dot. They test. They watch silently to see if he notices what she's too afraid to say out loud. And that's where you either rise above the average man or fade into the background of her memory. Becco. There's a rare type of man, the kind who listens with more than his ears, who sees more than her clothes, more than her makeup, more than her surface. A man who senses that there's something unspoken happening underneath the conversation and who doesn't react impulsively to it, but registers it, calmly, quietly doubt, with that deep masculine stillness that women feel but can never describe. That's the man she remembers. That's the man who doesn't need to chase because his presence pulls her closer. Not with words, not with effort, but with awareness. So in this video, I'm not giving you tricks or tactics. I'm giving you vision. I'll show you the exact signals a woman sends, even when she's pretending she doesn't care, even when she's laughing it off, even when she's acting friendly. And once you learn to recognize these signs, something powerful will happen. You'll stop wondering if she wants you because you'll know. You'll no longer feel like you're guessing. You'll no longer feel like you have to prove anything. You'll walk into every interaction with quiet certainty because you understand the psychology underneath her smile, the truth hiding inside her hesitation, the desire disguised as indifference, and that understanding is what separates the emotionally grounded man from the confused crowd. So, if you've ever felt like she might be into you but wasn't sure how to tell, Stay with me. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't loud, it's not obvious. But once you see it, you'll never be unsure again. Let's get into it. 1, her eyes don't just look, they pause, soften, and wander back when a woman secretly wants you. Her eyes begin speaking long before her lips ever will. You'll catch her staring for just a little too long, not a bold stare, not one that screams, "I want you," but a soft, contemplative one. She might glance away the second you catch her, but it's never just a coincidence. It's a silent confession. Her pupils dilate slightly, her blank slows, and the moment your eyes lock, something almost electroposes between you. But here's where it gets deeper. She may look at you like she's trying to memorize your face. That's not infatuation. That's internal conflict. She wants you, but her rational brain is still negotiating with her feelings. So she watches again and again in silence. And if she smiles to herself when you're not even talking, brother, you don't need words. You've already got her attention. Now, the only question is, will you move like a man who's aware of that power? 2, she doesn't touch you directly, but her body keeps finding its way closer. Is not going to wrap her M around you like she's your girlfriend. She's not going to lean all over you in an obvious way. Why? Because secret desire hides in restraint, in what she doesn't allow herself to do. So watch her proximity. She finds the seat next to yours. Even if the room is half empty, she stands near you at the bar, her shoulder just almost brushing yours, her feet point toward you. She doesn't pull away when your hands accidentally touch. This is instinctual. A woman's subconscious always seeks the space that feels emotionally safe and physically magnetic. And if she's choosing that space around you over and over without being asked, you're not just a friend. You're the center of her gravitational pull. Proximity is desire without confession. 3, she plays it cool, but her playfulness is calculated. This is the game beneath the game. She teases you. She pokes fun. She playfully argues, but there's tension in it. Controlled chaos. Why? Because flirting for her isn't about revealing interest. It's about testing your masculinity. Can you take her tease without overreacting? Will you stay calm when she pretends not to care? Do you laugh off her sarcasm with stoic confidence? Or do you get emotionally flustered? She's trying to find your emotional temperature. When she wants you but doesn't want to admit it, playfulness becomes her safety net. She can explore closeness without making a vulnerable move. And the man who holds frame, smiles slowly, and doesn't chase becomes the man her thoughts orbit around when the night gets quiet, for she opens up emotionally without you even asking. Most women don't pour their hearts out to men they don't care about. If she starts sharing memories from her past, wounds that still sting, dreams she doesn't talk about publicly, fears she masks with ambition, she's inviting you behind the curtain. This isn't just storytelling, it's intimacy. And the truth, she may not even know why she's doing it. Her logical mind is trying to keep it casual, but her feminine essence is craving emotional connection with you, especially if she says things like, "I don't know why I'm telling you this. I usually don't talk about this with people. I feel like I can be real around you." Those are confessions, and they mean she doesn't just want you physically. She wants you to understand her. And when a woman trusts you with her emotional interior, it means she's testing whether you're the man who can hold her inner world. 5, she mentions other men, but it's not really about them. Pay close attention here. She might bring up a guy she's talking to, an ex who's still around, or some story about a guy who doesn't get it, and you'll feel a strange friction, like she's watching your reaction more than she's invested in what she's saying. This is female psychology at work. She wants to know, will you get jealous? Will you pull back? Will you show strength or insecurity? It's a push-pull dance, and it has almost nothing to do with the guy she's mentioning and everything to do with your ability to hold masculine composure and your emotional provocation. If you get needy or possessive, she pulls away. If you stay grounded and centered, she realizes she doesn't have to play games anymore, because the one man she secretly wants just showed her he's different from all the rest. 6, she tries to impress you but plays it like it's nothing. Casually drops that she's been working on herself, that she's been meditating, that she just read a psychology book you mentioned 3 weeks ago. She'll say it like it's nothing, but her eyes flicker to your reaction. Why? Because women express attraction through subtle alignment. They want to show you I'm capable, I'm evolving, I'm valuable. She's not trying to prove herself to the world, just to you. She shows up more polished when she knows you'll be around. She wears your favorite color without saying a word. She brings up things you said weeks ago that she randomly remembered. That's not coincidence. That's subconscious devotion. And if you catch it, not by complimenting her looks, but by acknowledging her presence with calm, masculine attention, she'll feel deeply seen. And once a woman feels seen by a man she secretly wants, she starts to want him openly. 7, she responds differently to you than she does to everyone else. Watch how she interacts with others. Then watch how she shifts around you. Does her voice soften? Does her tone slow down? Does she seem more careful with her words or more open, more unguarded? You'll feel it. Because when a woman is secretly into you, her body can't fake neutrality. Her spirit remembers. When you're in the room, you'll notice it, and how she positions herself, how she listens more attentively, how she absorbs your presence like she doesn't even realize she's doing it. And here's the key. She may act casual on the surface, but her energy will always tell the truth. And the man who notices that difference, not with desperation, but with quiet masculine certainty, becomes unforgettable dots. So now you know when a woman secretly wants you. It's never about what she says out loud. It's about what leaks through in the quiet moments, in the lingering glance, the shift in her posture, the question she didn't need to ask, the way she laughs just a little differently when it's you she's talking to. And if you've made it this far, you're already different from most men. Because most men are chasing attention, chasing validation, chasing a fantasy that doesn't exist. But you're learning how to observe, how to listen without needing to speak, how to notice the truths most men miss, and respond like a man who knows his worth. This is the power of a stoic mind, calm, alert, present, because the man who doesn't react emotionally, the man who doesn't chase or try to impress, that's the man she can't stop thinking about. That's the man who lives in her mind long after the conversation ends. So if you saw yourself in this video, if you want to keep leveling up your masculine awareness, your emotional control, and your inner power, I invite you to go deeper with me. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell, because every video here is designed to sharpen your intuition, strengthen your presence, and elevate your understanding of human behavior and attraction. Drop a comment below and tell me which sign you've seen before or which one you finally recognize after watching this. I read every single one. You're not here by accident. You're not watching this because you're bored. You're watching because a part of you is waking up. The part of you that refuses to move through life blindly anymore, the part of you that's ready to master yourself, not just impress women. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of the Stoic Paradox community where men don't guess. We observe. We grow. We lead. And remember, sometimes the loudest confessions come in silence. If you know how to listen, I'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp. Stay grounded.